Hello, hello, welcome back to the GeForce SC2 Pro-Am presented by NVIDIA. That guy to my right is H to the Usky Husky.
What's going on? The guy to my left is Day 9. Sean, that was an amazing intro. Spawning up in the top center is going to be Slayer's Boxer. He's currently up 2-1. He needs to win this next. Uh-oh, what?
Uh-oh, he's up 2-1, Husky. What else is there to about Boxer?
And the right side is going to be his opponent next, Taeja.
It's Slayer's Taeja.
Slayer's
Uh-oh,
Oh!
Whoopsie daisies.
So the map is going to be Metalopolis, Sean, here. We are close by air. And
cannot believe you called him next Taeja. Well, that's fine. I mean, we're fans of people like Liquid Huck or EG Huck.
Egg Huck, dude. And
Egg Huck. Wow, that's a great point.
Yeah, it's good times. But my apologies there. Regardless, though, it does look like gas is going to be going down right now for Boxer, getting that first. And it looks like Taeja once again may be going for a barracks first, which I'm curious to see if is he going to do the same style that we saw in the last games. I feel like on a map like this, it would be much more effective. You can much easier get into the main base as well as whittle down the tank numbers and etc. So he does have his barracks first, though.
You know, the one thing that worries me a little bit, though, is that if you look at just these positions, this is actually, I think, the best positions for mech on this map, even better than top versus left, which exists in some versions of Metalopolis, because you can waltz right down to just this fringe area, just up to the watchtower. It's very difficult for your opponent to counterattack because he has to do the very, very long swing around, much closer, or excuse me, much farther than if it was a top versus left situation where it was these two lanes. So I'm really feeling good about Boxer's mech style on this map, but we're not going to see Taeja go for that early expand. It looks like he is getting his gas after his barracks. Not going to have that factory up as fast as Boxer himself, but still going to be going for some sort of tech-focused play.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. I mean, getting the gas that early only means one thing, and that is a factory immediately after your barracks. It does look like, is Boxer going to be making a Marine this time? No, he decides to go for that tech lab once again.
Deja vu.
He loves this build, Sean. I think he's done this build every single game so far. Taeja trying to spice up a little bit. He is getting his second gas fairly early here, and so any predictions on what may be coming out of this 2 gas?
Banshee or Blue Flame Hellion drop. I really don't think it's going to be anything but those two. We see this re-wall off by Taeja, the delayed wall off. Meanwhile, back in camp, Boxer
did. He's bonksering it up.
He's bonking his opponent with those Blue Flame Hellions. The Reaper now finishing up. The Hellion will be emerging from that factory oh so shortly. And I personally would strongly suspect a very fast Cloak Banshee play, and I wonder how Boxer style measures up to it, because again, it's all about timing. On Tall Dream Altar, fast Banshee would likely not work very well, but of course in close positions Metalopolis, it's a totally different story.
Can the Reaper get up here? The Marine's getting a lot of shots off. He is going to be able to kill that Reaper. Man, Taeja Marines are so good, able to lock that down. He has the starport in a position that would signal. Is that double starport right now and a tech lab going down? Sean, I am in love with this build on this map. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel you're saying, how does Boxer's build add up against it? We're about to find out, but he's going to be going up against double starport. Did the Hellion spot that? I don't think he did. He only saw one building over there. I don't know if he knows there's 2 on the way, Sean.
Seeing the 1 starport, he's going to know that he will be up against some kind of fast Banshee play, but of course what Taeja can do is build a single Banshee and then go into mass Viking production. With his 2 starports, he can out-Viking Boxer, even if Boxer gets the delayed reactor, and the 1 Banshee can wreak massive havoc in the base of Boxer. I'm really liking this opening by Taeja, and that looks like exactly what he wants to do.
Nice read there, Sean. And this is a, I would say, brilliant build here from Taeja. It's not something that I would be surprised to see more in the future, especially on these spawns on maps like Metalopolis and Shattered Temple. So we mentioned the air superiority before. Is Boxer going to have any Marines on the ground? Most likely not. Is second Banshee going to be queued up here? Wouldn't be surprised to see a second Viking. There it goes right there. This could put a lot of hurt on Boxer right now. He's only going to have Hellions, which they do not shoot up. And you got to remember that Taeja is now walled in right here. Boxer does have 1 Viking. Can he snipe these other units in time? It's going to come down to impeccable Viking control. But right now, it looks like Taeja may get the first shot. Is it going to be Boxer? No, it is going to be Taeja. So that means that in a straight-up battle, it looks like Boxer got to lose. He tried to play creative here to save it, but he took more damage than it was worth it. And now, Sean, this is where Boxer's going to have one hell of a time holding this off.
Oh, the one vulnerability of Blue Flame Hellions, the Banshee, and wow!
Wow!
Boxer with the quick GG. Taeja takes a very fast win. And, you know, this is the difference between an amateur and a true professional. Amateurs go for the fast Banshee with Cloak, and they hope that it works. Real pros say, how do I make it work, the Banshee work? And it is the answer with the second starport, a play style that we haven't seen since Scrap Station, when players didn't even realize that you could expand. They would only build air units and try to win very quickly.
And you know what, Sean? I don't like to say build order win ever, but I feel like Taeja was playing so smart there that he made his build. I don't know if I call it build order win, but he knew exactly what Boxer was going to do. And I think he did the best build versus that he could. He's seen no Marines out of Boxer this entire time, and just such a smart play there. I don't know how else to say it. That was a really smart play there by Taeja.
Boxer's been playing extremely predictably in these games. And, you know, so predictably that I can say that he's going to open up with a fast Reaper straight into Blue Flame Hellion and get a reactor on the barracks and trade it off with a factory before transitioning into a bunch of Ravens and a reactor on the barracks.
Sean, how could you possibly know that?
Well, because Boxer has given us the rule of fours. If you do it 4 times in a row, you're probably going to do it a 5th time in a row.
Most likely there. So this game was short. Probably a lot of people are going to be disappointed, but that shows you the importance of adapting your builds, especially on the map based on spawns. I say this time and time again. Based on where you're spawning, it can change your build completely. Taeja, man, I would high-five him right here if I could. What is the 7-minute TvT?
A 7-minute TvT. Big props to Taeja. He ties the series up 2-2 with his Sensei Slayer's Boxer. This is the round of 16 at the GeForce SC2 Pro-Am presented by NVIDIA. So whatever you do, keep watching. Husky and I are going to load up Game 5, and so should you. See ya when you load it up.